Sam, how was your day?
Fine, thank you.
Really?
Yeah, fine, normal. Nothing happened. I woke up, I went to work, I came home. Fine.
Okay. Then tell me one thing, just one small thing. Anything you noticed today. A person, a moment, a feeling, anything.
There was a woman on the bus. She was reading a book. And she was smiling, like genuinely smiling at a book. Nobody smiles on the bus. And I looked at her and thought, I want to feel that way about something.
See? That's not fine, that's beautiful. And a little sad, and completely honest. Why didn't you start with that?
Because nobody asks. They ask, how was your day? But they don't actually want to know.
Or maybe they do. And you just don't know how to answer yet. If you have ever answered fine when you meant something completely different, this episode is for you. Today, Sam and I are going to teach you how to actually describe your day. Not for exams, not for textbooks, for real conversations. The kind that make people feel close to you. The kind that make you feel seen. And by the end of this conversation, you will have a completely new vocabulary for the thing you do every single day, but almost never talk about honestly. So, Sam, why do we say fine?
I think it's safe. Fine doesn't start anything. Fine ends the conversation before it begins.
Exactly. Fine is a door you close instead of open. And here's the thing. When you say fine, the other person hears it. They feel the closed door. And they stop trying to open it.
Which is exactly what I want sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. And that's okay. But let me ask you something. Think about your day today. Really, think about it. Was it actually nothing? Was there not one moment?
I mean, it was hectic in the morning. Really hectic. I had 3 meetings before lunch, and I forgot to eat. And by 2 p.m., I was just done.
Hectic? Say that word again.
Hectic.
Hectic means very busy. Not just busy, but busy in a way that feels out of control, like things are moving faster than you can catch them. So your morning was hectic. What about the afternoon?
To be honest, I am exhausted. My body is okay. I wasn't running or working outside, but my brain is so tired. It was draining. Do you know a tap in the kitchen? Imagine someone turns it on, and all your energy just goes away with the water. That is how I feel.
I love that word. Draining. It is the perfect word for that feeling. Think about it like this. Some days are physically tiring. You run, you carry heavy bags, you work with your hands. Your body says, I need to sit down. But other days are draining. You don't move your body. You sit in a chair. But something you cannot see is slowly stealing your energy. It is like a small hole in a water bottle. The water, your energy, is slowly going out, drop by drop. By 5 p.m., the bottle is empty. You are drained.
Yeah. And nobody asks about that second kind.
Because we don't have words for it, or we think we don't, so we say fine. Okay, I want to give you something. A small toolkit, not a list of words to memorize, a set of phrases that actually describe real days. Can I do that?
Please.
The first phrase is this. Actually, it was kind of, and then you fill in the blank. Not fine, not good, something real. Actually, it was kind of weird. Actually, it was kind of heavy. Actually, it was kind of wonderful. The word actually is important. It signals, I'm about to be honest with you. I'm going beyond the automatic answer.
Actually, it was kind of hectic. And then kind of empty. Is that allowed? 2 things?
That's not just allowed. That's the whole point. Days are not one thing. A day can be hectic and beautiful, exhausting and funny. That's what makes them worth describing.
Nobody told me that.
The second phrase, I had a moment today. This is one of my favorite phrases in English. I had a moment. It means something small happened. It might not seem important, but it stayed with me. Like your woman on the bus.
I had a moment on the bus today. Yeah, that's exactly it.
The woman with the book gave you a moment. And a moment can change your whole day. Or your whole week. Sam, what did that moment actually give you?
A kind of longing, I think. Like I wanted something I couldn't quite name. Something she had.
Longing. That is a beautiful word. Longing is the feeling of wanting something very much, but you don't have it at this moment. It is not a loud, I want it now. It is softer. It is like a quiet dream in your heart for something you miss or something you need. It is a gentle wish that stays with you all day.
I never had a word for that feeling before. I just thought I was sad, but longing is exactly what it is.
Most people don't, which is why they say fine. Because they're carrying these feelings around, longing, heaviness, that strange mix of okay and not okay. And they have no container for them. Language gives you a container.
Language gives you a container. Can I write that down?
Please. The third phrase, and this is the one I want you to use tonight. The highlight of my day was... A highlight is the brightest moment, the best part. And here's the rule. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be impressive. The highlight of your day can be a cup of coffee that was exactly the right temperature. It can be a song that came on at the right moment. It can be a woman on a bus smiling at a book.
The highlight of my day was a stranger being happy.
Say that again.
The highlight of my day was a stranger being happy, and me noticing it.
That is not just fine. That is a full human experience. In 2 sentences.
Can I be honest about something?
Of course.
Sometimes I don't want to describe the highlight. Sometimes my day was just not bad, not terrible. Nothing went wrong. But everything felt harder than it should. Have you had those days?
Heavy.
Yes, that's the word.
There's a difference between a bad day and a heavy day. A bad day has reasons. Bad things happened. A heavy day is different. The weight is invisible. You can't point to it, you can't explain it. And that makes it lonelier, somehow. Because when someone asks what happened, nothing happened. You just feel like you're carrying something you can't see.
And saying that makes you sound dramatic. So you say, just fine.
Exactly. And there is a perfect phrase for this. I felt off today. Off does not mean your life is broken. Off means not 100% right. It is like a song that sounds a little wrong. On the outside, everything is okay. You have your job, your food, your house. But on the inside, something is just not correct. Saying I felt off is honest, but it is not a big drama. It is just the truth.
I felt off today. That's so simple. Why didn't I know this?
Because nobody teaches you the vocabulary of ordinary emotional life. They teach you happy, sad, angry. But they don't teach you hectic, draining, heavy, off, longing. They don't teach you the in-between words. And those in-between words, that's where most of life actually happens.
Okay, can I tell you the truth? Some days I really wanted to tell someone everything. The slow cars on the road, the boring meetings, the things my coworkers said.
You mean you want to vent? To vent means to release strong, heavy emotions by talking about them. It is like opening a small window in a room full of smoke so you can breathe again.
Yes. But I stay quiet. I think this is too much for them. I think nobody wants to listen to my problems.
How do you feel after you vent to someone who actually listens?
It is like I am carrying a very heavy bag all day. It's full of my stress and my boring meetings. But when I talk to you, I put the bag down. My shoulders feel relaxed. I feel free.
Venting is not the same as complaining. Let me be clear. Venting is a way to clean your mind. When you use words to describe a hectic or off day, you start to understand your life. And when a friend listens, it is not a heavy job for them. It is a gift. It is how two people feel close. That is connection.
So, how do I even start? I can't just sit down and say, I need to vent.
Actually, you can. Can I tell you about my day? 4 words. You just need to ask if it is okay to talk. You need to ask for a friend to listen. It is that simple. And remember, most people will say, yes, please tell me. They want to hear you. They want to know the real you. I want to give you something practical, something you can use tonight. It takes 3 minutes. I call it the Daily 3.
Like the judgment journal from our podcast 4?
Same spirit. Every evening, just 3 sentences. You don't need to write them down. You can say them out loud. To a partner, to a friend, to yourself in the mirror. 3 sentences that replace fine. Sentence 1. The highlight of my day was... Even if your day was terrible, there was one small thing. Find it. Name it. Sentence 2. The hardest moment was not to complain, to acknowledge. Because the hard moments are real too, and they deserve language. Sentence 3. Something small but nice happened. This one trains your brain to notice, to look for the woman on the bus, to catch the moments that pass by in silence.
Something small but nice happened. A stranger smiled at me. Something small but nice happened. My coffee was perfect. Something small but nice happened. I found a song I'd forgotten about.
Yes, exactly that. And you know what changes when you do this?
You stop saying fine.
You stop living on the surface of your own life. You start noticing it. And when you notice it, you can share it. And when you share it, people feel closer to you. Not because something extraordinary happened, but because you were honest about something ordinary.
That's the whole thing, isn't it? Being honest about ordinary things.
That's where all real connection lives, not in the big dramatic moments. In the ordinary ones, spoken honestly.
Ellen, can I try something?
Yeah,
How was your day today?
actually, it was kind of full in a good way. I had a conversation that made me think differently about something. I felt off in the morning, I don't know why, but by the afternoon something shifted. And the highlight of my day was this. Right now. Talking about words that matter. Now how was your day?
Okay. It was kind of hectic and kind of lonely at the same time. I had a moment on the bus, a woman smiling at a book, and it gave me this feeling I didn't have a name for until just now. Longing, I think, and the highlight of my day was remembering that I'm allowed to feel things and say them out loud.
Wow. That is a whole, complex, real human day. And you just described it in English.
Yes, I just described it in English.
To the person listening right now, wherever you are, I want you to do one thing tonight. When someone asks, "How was your day?" Don't say fine. Try one sentence, just one. Actually, it was kind of... And see what happens. See if the conversation opens. See if you feel, even for a moment, a little more seen. You just learned the vocabulary of real emotional life. For the people you love. For the people you want to be close to. For yourself. Words like hectic, draining, heavy, off, longing, refreshing. They're human vocabulary. And now they're yours. We'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for being with us today.
Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a story. Because the right episode at the right moment can change more than just your English.